Okay, we're almost done here. Today we're gonna work on cutting the joints in the legs. Because as you see with these legs here, we have our top skirt coming in here, and our shelf will sit here. So that's what we're going to do. First off, I picked my sides, and that right there this is the third leg, and the fourth leg it's going to be on this side. So I label them to know which way my legs are going to be oriented when I put it together. So, first, my skirt's going to be 2 inches. So I take my tape measure, and I mark it at 2. Which you guys should see my mark on that side. And for my shelf, that's 4 inches up from the bottom. So I measure and mark 4. Now I take my combination square. Make sure I'm on a reference side. And mark your reference size with an X. Draw a line, rotate it, find your next reference side, and line the blade up with your previous mark. Mark that, and same here. Next, take your square and bring it in to 3/4. That's how far off of each side you're going to be coming. Okay, you'll mark. Okay, I'm a little proud here. I'll just tap that back. Mark. Mark. And see, some of these are already pre-marked. Mark. And of course, this will actually go the whole way down. So you can just slide it. And there we go. Okay. Next, you'll take your chisel, and if you've got a scratch awl, this is your 3/4 inch chisel, and you just put that on and line it up with your bottom line, and mark. Okay, then if you want, take your pencil and highlight. And here, you'll do the same. And you'll just repeat the steps. Your recess, or what you're chiseling out, it's going to be as wide as your chisel is anyhow. So instead of measuring off both sides, you can just use your chisel as a gauge. Just make sure it doesn't move on you while you do it. Okay. And if you want, you can mark the waist with X's. That way, just to keep yourself straight. Okay. You're almost done with your marking. Next, you want to set your square to 1.5 inches. That's how far down we're going. Okay. And now, you'll come here. Line it up. And it's kind of okay. Okay. And there you go. I don't think I got the line down far enough. It doesn't look like. So you should go. There we go. There. And you can just mark out the waist. Okay. Now that you get everything marked out, now it's time to remove them. I'm going to use a back saw because the back gives the blade, makes the blade stiffer, which makes it track a little bit better. But you could just use a panel saw as well. Okay, I'll clamp it down. The hold fast don't work nearly as well with this thicker stock. At least not the small hold downs. I'm going to have to invest in some big hold downs then. Next, you'll line up. You want to cut on the inside of the line at about a 45-degree angle. It can be difficult sometimes to keep track of your line, especially on this side. You just want to saw down to these lines right here. Okay. Okay. Now, and that's all we do for that. Now you'll take your 3/4 inch chisel, put it on the back with the flat side facing that way and the beveled side facing here. Tap down. Tap. And now you can just start removing waste. Now, what you want to do is just take your 1.25 inch, well, hopefully you have an 1.5 inch chisel, but if you don't, your 1.25 inch chisel. And you start coming in to sever the grain so you don't get any unnecessary tear out. The clamping was just to hold it while I sawed. That way I didn't have to worry about holding on to it, and all my attention and efforts could go into actually sawing the wood. And now you'll just keep working in at about 90 degrees, and occasionally taking your wide chisel to work on the ends. And slowly but surely you will get all this out. And you really do need to be wearing safety glasses for this, because anytime you chop, things fly and they can hit you in the eye, so you definitely want to be wearing safety glasses. So it's just a process of just turning it, going in at 90 degrees. You can just keep popping out. Okay, I'm getting down. Need to if I was using my 2-inch chisel, that would go all the way across. But because I'm not, you have to move your big blade every so often. Right. Right. And now you can just check. I'm good that way. Okay. See those marks there? That means I'm not quite down as far as I need to be. So, just remove a little bit more. And there we go. And that's good to go. This is a little bit different. Now, if you wanted to, you could do the same sawing technique. That's up to you. But because you're going down grade and not across, you don't really have to. What you can do is take your wide chisel, tap it down. Now do the other side. Okay. Now, just like before, bring your chisel back here to the end. But now, what you can do, either start chiseling it out that way, or if you don't feel like it, you can bring it in off the side here. A little bit too big of a bite right there. Okay. It's much easier to chisel out down grain than what it is across the grain. Now eventually you won't even have to do this, but until you get, I'd say about at least an eighth, if not a quarter of an inch below the surface, I would keep scoring the edges, the sides like that. Then after a time, you should be able just to pop it out. That's the grain, because you've already gone down so far, it's just naturally going to follow that. Okay. Of course, every so often, you still might want to score the sides a little bit, just in case. And in case, you know, fronting, there might be a spot of wild grain that you don't know about. So, re-establishing your sides can help tame that. Plus, it just helps keep the edges square. But you don't have to do it all the time like we did when going across the grain. Okay. And let's see. And you just chop out all the way down to this line. And going down grain, you can get also bite off more at a time than you can going across the grain, because there's a much less risk of tearing out. However, don't go too hog wild now. I mean, this can be very tedious work. And as you can see, alrighty. Get off there. Just pare a little out. Make sure you keep them up flush. You don't wanna. That's. There we go. A little bit of warble there that I had to get out. Now, as you can see, by cutting in this way, you'll be removing the whole back of this. So for this, I actually would use the saw down. And you see it actually is pretty fast work. I mean, it didn't take me all that long. And I'm almost there. So, final time. Alrighty. Now, just to be on the safe side, I don't want this breaking out. I'm just going to clamp it in real fast. Then saw down like I did before. You don't have to, but better safe. Oh. Okay. started to saw into my back end, but the tabletop's going to be on top. I'm going to go on top of it so no one's going to see that. So, no harm, no foul. You would be surprised how many antique pieces of furniture from the 19th, 18th, 17th, and so on centuries, if you look at them, have some really bad upkeeps. But the old masters knew how to hide their mistakes. Matter of fact, being a true master doesn't mean you never make mistakes. It just means you know how to make it look like you never made a mistake. Okay. No. Just do it like this. And another way you can do this as well is you can bore it. You can get a 3/4 inch auger bit and bore it out down here. Then you have to worry about squaring up the hole and all that nonsense. Okay. So, I mean, you got a really big hole to make, really big mortise to make, then yeah, boring. Oh, there we go. Boring's probably the best way to go, but like little ones like this, yeah, I wouldn't worry. It's not worth it. It causes more issues than it solves. As a former co-worker told me one time, never make more work for yourself trying to avoid work. Okay. And there we go. As you can see, we did get a little split out back here, unfortunately. You can see it right here. It didn't cut all the way through. So that's so I definitely took a bigger bite than what I should have. So, but I know it's here. Here we go. So if I do need it, I got it for a shim. Now, move this off to the side. Put this back in my tool well. Alright, this is 3. This is 4. One. Now we'll start. Okay. Obviously, this is not ready to be assembled yet. I'll go over final assembly. Not the next episode, but the episode after. Next episode, I'm going to cover sharpening real fast. Then in the final episode, we'll go over putting it all together. Anyway, thank you, and I will see you next time.